Hi guys, it's me, DEB LESTENKOF, alcohol ink artist. I am here in Wasilla. Here in August, it's our rainy season, so it's pretty drizzly outside. But I just received my prints, and they really help bring a colorful splash to my home. I can't wait to get these inside of their mats. So I just got my order of mats over there, and that'll put a nice little white frame around them. But right now, I'm just kind of unrolling them and taking a look at how pretty they are. They're so bold. This is my purple sunset. And what I really like about this is that it almost has a laminated feel. It's got a nice glossy texture. And it doesn't crinkle. I really love the way that it just pops with that color. That ink is so bold. This is one of my favorite pieces. Probably one of my more popular ones too. So I'm going to be getting these all matted up for the fair. And I just want to take a look through them and check them out. This is 16 by 20. That's my owl. Another big popular one. That was a really fun one to do. And I actually did this one really quickly. This was one that came together really, it was just kind of, I call it lightning in a bottle. It's just when the moment hits you and you know what you want to do, and it just comes to you. And this one just really flowed. It's got my signature down there, and it's just, I really, really, really love the way this turned out. This is really got a nice sheen to it, and I just can't wait to get this in its mat. This is, I call it a showstopper. When you have this in a room, it really just makes a presence. And I really just love doing eyes. I think that's so important when you are doing an animal, is you've really got to get those eyes and get that feeling in there. And this is all done with alcohol ink. So I don't draw in any of this. Not that I'm opposed to drawing in paintings, but I really like to push myself and see if I can do all that with alcohol ink on a brush. And then I just pull away some of the ink in here that I don't want. And I do that with a little bit of alcohol on a Q-tip. And then I use the brush to put in the ink where I want it to go. And then I can use a little bit of white paint to add my glimmers in there. So I really like that. I'm really excited about that one. That's going to look great. Oh, and then here I've got my new painting, and I love seeing it so big. This is beautiful. 16 by 20. Kind of moving around to get the glare off of it. This is Fairbanks, my home. I really love this one. Again, there's my signature and coming around in here. I just really love the look of the ink on this. And then with this one, I used an alcohol ink marker for a small tip. And I got that bird in there. So this is really got great color. Really big. I can't wait to get this inside of its mat. I got a couple more in here. This is my colorful polar bear. This is one of my newer paintings that I just did. So he's looking really pretty. I wanted to do something different. So he's not done in my normal style. This is mostly, it's all alcohol ink, and then I used white alcohol ink over it. And white alcohol ink is called Snowcap. Snowcap does not work like normal alcohol ink. It's not going to move around the same way. But what I did is I went in here with the ink. You can see where it's darker. This is all alcohol ink. And then once I built up the layers, I took Snowcap and went over it. And that gave it that white spotted look. And I started to build up my layers in here. So what I think is really cool is that this is a print, but you really get the detail of what my ink was doing at the time. And again, this is all alcohol ink. Using a very fine brush, building up my layers. And in here I have yellow ink, and then I add Snowcap on top to soften it up. And I thought it would be a great way of doing a polar bear that was just not so boldly colored, but softened up. So where I wanted that texture, I went in with the snow cap. So that was a fun one. I enjoyed doing him. People ask if I have favorites, and I definitely do. And that's one of them. But then this is really probably my favorite, my bear and fireweed. I just love this one. I don't know if this is a boy or a girl. I can't make that decision, but I had so much fun painting it. Look for more bear and fireweed paintings. I've got a series in mind and possibly putting them on clothes as well. So that would probably happen next year. But I really have a bear and fireweed, kind of these thoughts of paintings that I want to do, kind of a collection. I just had fun with this. This bear is just hanging out in fireweed. Like, really, there's no other better way to spend the day. And I just love doing the colors and the sweet face. And this is all alcohol ink. And I wanted in this one to just do a hint of trees without being too literal, without really having to put literal trees, lines for that. I just thought I want a hint of trees in there. Kind of like a forest when you're not really focusing on the background. You're just seeing the hint. And then I've got some little branches coming through here. Anyways, I think this is a really stunning piece. And it looks so good in this size, blown up big. So the 16 by 20s are going to go into 20 by 24 mats. They're only $90. I'm going to be selling them at the fair. And if you can't make it to the fair, you can go ahead on my website. I've got this one for just $10 added, the shipping and handling. It's a great way to just make a really stunning piece for not a lot. Some people like the prints because they're flat. You can put them right into a frame. And so those are the 16 by 20s. I'm excited to put those inside the mats. Now this one is my owl. This is in 20 by 30. So this is really, really, really big. I think this is going to look great in a mat. I had to special order the mats to be made for this size. I've already got a couple orders on this one. But I just think it's just fun. This is the one that my mother says is her favorite. My mom was always partial to owls. My grandmother was an owl queen. Everything was owls. She would knit owls, crochet owls, and I think I kind of thought of her a little bit when I was doing this, and I just thought I think she'd really think this was fun. So that was a fun one. And then this was an order that I'm going to be getting ready and putting in my really, really large mat. This is going to go into a 24 by 36 mat. So this is called My Walk in the Night. And that's really, really colorful, and it just looks so pretty. It's really a big piece. And I just think it turned out wonderful. It really captured the original. The original was probably about a third of this size, and I did it on laminated paper. And I think this piece is important because I was really pushing my style. It's not something I typically would do. You know, I've seen a lot of kind of oil paintings out there with reflections, but I just wanted to try an alcohol ink because alcohol ink works a lot differently. It's not going to just do what you want it to do. And so I used alcohol in here to kind of push that ink away and create these little reflections. And I did that with some Q-tip and just little pieces of paper towel that I dipped in alcohol. I never even noticed. There's a little heart there. But yeah, this was fun. This took a lot longer than a typical alcohol ink painting because there's so much detail. And this, I did come in with some alcohol ink marker to do the lampposts. And another thing that sticks out to me about this painting was this was right around the time that I was taking a drawing class. And my professor was all about teaching proper dimensions and perspective and your vanishing point. And where are you going to? Where are your lines coming from? And I thought I would really impress him by letting him know that even though I'm an abstract artist, I still can control those things. I can still refer to them in my paintings. And I got a kick out of showing them this because I wanted to show them, see, I can get it right when I really try. So yeah, making those lights larger, and they're following that horizon line back, and the trees as well. And then even the reflections are following that same kind of guideline. And then just making somebody walking, maybe with like a little umbrella, and then showing that reflection as well with the ink. And it's not something, again, that I do all the time. It's not my typical style, but I wanted to see if I could do it in alcohol ink. And I had a lot of fun doing it. And just wanted to kind of pursue that and see what could be done. So this is a 20 by 30. It takes up a big part of my table, and that's going to go into a 24 by 36 mat. And I believe this is 130. So, but you can check my site. I'm going to make all of these prints available in these sizes. I know I've got a lot of people asking if I can make bigger sizes available, and so I'm slowly working. I've got my bear and fireweed up on my site in lots of different sizes, and I'm slowly changing all that on my website. But if I haven't gotten to it yet and you want it big, message me and I can always make that order happen. I do get quite a bit of orders of my work in large size. So I wanted to show that. If you are in the area, don't forget to come by and visit me at the Palmer Fair, the Alaska State Fair in Palmer. I'm going to be there Friday and Sunday is the 24th and 26th, I believe. And then I'm going to be there September 1st and 2nd, the last weekend. And these will be there. And they go pretty quick. So if you see this and you're not able to get to the fair, let me know. And I can definitely get them in the mail to you. I always get excited when I get new work, especially on dreary days like this. It just makes it so much nicer to fill up my house full of color. So thank you for watching, and I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.